Good morning, Rocket families. So I just wanted to take a quick couple minutes to walk you through our week, especially as we adjust back to our normal schedule and a new 6 weeks. So this will be for the week of November 16th through November 20th. So to give you an overview of what students are learning this week, on Monday, students' goals are to use close reading strategies to identify central idea and key details while they explore their ecosystem food webs. On Tuesday, we'll learn about organizational strategies, and students will decide on the best organizational strategy to write about their ecosystem food webs for their virtual exhibit draft. On Wednesday, things will look a little bit different because we'll be taking our first common assessment. This will be a way to just see what skills students have mastered and what skills we still need a little bit of practice on. You can expect student data by Friday, so how students scored on this first common assessment and what our goals will be moving forward. On Thursday, students will evaluate and revise their writing using text organization focused on their class rubric. And finally, on Friday, they will be publishing their exhibits on food webs and giving tours to our classmates to make sure that we can explain things in a clear sequence. Some key vocabulary for the week that we'll be using as we learn. First, the central idea of a passage is the message that the author is trying to get across to the reader. Key details are pieces of evidence or facts that the author uses to explain or prove the central idea. And text structure is the way that the author organizes their ideas in an informational text. These informational text structures can include descriptive text, where the author describes a topic just by giving details about how it looks or how it works, with key words like descriptive adjectives to describe what something feels like. Next is a chronological or sequential order, where the author gives information in the order that it happens, with key words like first, second, next, then, after, or finally. They could also use a timeline to describe how things happen over time. Next, compare and contrast, when the author explains how things are similar or different. Cause and effect text structures explain how one event leads to another. And problem and solution text are when the author states a problem and offers up a solution, or poses a question and then answers it. Other announcements are we are back to our virtual student schedule, meaning that our reading class will begin at 8 a.m. and last until approximately 8:45 before intervention begins, and will last until 10 o'clock so students can receive small group or one-on-one instruction based on their power goal. Next, they'll have a virtual math class with Miss Sinclair on their Zoom call from 10:30 until 11:30. Then they'll have some time for their virtual enrichment classes, which will be on their own since we are now on a hybrid schedule. They'll have a 30-minute break for lunchtime from 12:30 to 1 o'clock. And then from 1 o'clock to 2:30, they'll have virtual science class with Miss Jacobs on a Zoom call. Another quick reminder, students should be logging minutes in their reading logs for our Million Minutes Challenge. They can find this by going into my reading classroom and then going under the classwork tab. They'll find a side tab called reading logs, or they can just scroll down and they'll be able to click on that assignment. From there, they're going to be able to find their name and see how many minutes they've logged so far. If you don't see your name on the first page, go ahead and find their other classrooms on the bottom of the screen where we have all of our students listed. So we're going to practice this today. Just with Ashley's at the very top, you'll be able to click your student name and it'll take you to their independent reading log for the month. Then you'll be able to click at the bottom for the current month. It is November. And we're going to type in the number of minutes read, which will auto-populate at the top. We're going to track that student's book that they're reading, the day that they read, and the number of pages they read, so we can keep up with what students are reading and how we can best support them. There are also some really fun prizes in it for our top readers. If you have any questions, I am always on Class Dojo and Go Guardian, and I'm here to support in any way that I can. So I hope that you have a great week. Remember to wear your mask and socially distance as much as you can so we can keep everybody safe. Bye. Have a great week.